Hello, everyone. Just wanted to give you the good news that we were able to recover a copy of my manuscript, The Secret Tips, Tricks, and Techniques of Catfish Fishing by myself. It covers all the things that the Secret Catfish Brotherhood wishes you not to know. I teach in it what kind of rod to use, what kind of reel, what kind of bait, the different kind of baits, and which bait to choose for which species of catfish. As you know, even though they're all catfish, they all have their peculiarities. Also, in it, I have some stories of my own fishing. I was hoping to show you some of my trophies here today, but unfortunately, the Queen Mother's not home. She went to church, so I'm on my own, and I don't know where she keeps my trophies at. I do have some stories for you that are in the manuscript. One of them involves how to get the best, the very best fish at what time of the day. What my brother Charlie does, he sometimes fishes upstream, he sometimes fishes downstream, and very once in a while he doesn't go fishing. I asked him how he chooses which way he's going to fish. He said when he wakes up in the morning, if it's on his left, then he fishes upstream. If it's on his right, he fishes downstream, and if it's straight up, well, he don't go fishing that day. Now, I like to get out before the sun comes up, so that technique won't work for me. But there might be a double entendre in there, I don't know. But anyway, also, if you're going to have someone netting your fish, try to get someone that can do it calmly. The Queen Mother, my lovely wife Sharon, she got all excited one time, and I had this huge palomino trout. I called it Snowball. I even named it as I was bringing it in, because it was just like a snowball rolling down the side of a snow-covered hill. The closer it got, the bigger it got. I was all set to land it, and Sharon, my lovely wife, the Queen Mother, she jumped in there and she knocked that palomino trout right off of the hook. And, I mean, probably a good thing because I had a new car, and more than likely I would have had them mounted onto the roof or the hood like you do with one of those large bucks that I killed. But another time I was fishing by myself, and I decided to just pull my lines out of the water. That's basic common sense. You don't leave your lines in the water if you're not going to be watching them. It's like a new puppy. You want to housebreak them, you don't let him loose in the house without supervision. You keep an eye on him. When he sniffs the rug, you take him outside. Get your puppy housebroken in no time at all using that trick. But anyway, I was down near the brink of the water at the state park, and when you know it, this thing came up. At first I thought it was a huge log, and then I realized it was moving more like a living thing. And it reminded me, called to my mind, the famous Loch Ness Monster. It looked exactly like they described it. Now, I don't have any pictures. Like often in my travels, I don't have a camera with me. I didn't have a camera with me when that girl jumped out into Niagara Falls on a rock and stood there for 5-10 minutes and then jumped back to the railing. That would have been a nice photo to take, but I didn't have the camera with me. Turned to her boyfriend. She said, "See, I told you I could make it." I just hope you don't dare her to do too many other things, because that woman was crazy. But back to fishing, we're going to give you secret tips, secret tricks. When no one else is catching, you're going to go to these secrets and you're going to start pulling them in, and people are going to come over, start begging you to find out what you're doing. I ask that you don't tell them. I mean, I'm only asking a minimal charge for my book. I know I have at least probably couple $100 invested in it. And my book won't be available forever, because I'm sure that now that they failed to steal the manuscript and keep it from being published, and the threats on my life have not deterred me, I'm sure they're going to try to hold me up in litigation. And they may win. If they do, then my book won't be available. So get it as soon as you see it. It has some wonderful anecdotes, some stories. It has good, hard, solid fishing facts. And it's the kind of book that you want to pass down to your grandkids, or at least the knowledge thereof. So enjoy your fishing. I personally am a catfish person. I'm thinking about buying a boat. I'm not real thrilled being disabled going out in a boat, because if my brother Charlie starts playing too much, I might end up in the water. And I used to be able to hold my own in the water. I almost drowned in a riptide in Vietnam after swimming into a school of jellyfish, but that's for another day, another book. So this is Doc Smith sharing with you some exciting